this video, I will demonstrate how to install the DigiOz NET Portal software either on your local machine or on a remote website. So to begin, go ahead and either click on download on our SourceForge project page, or from the DigiOz website, click on the download link that is right above the screenshot of DigiOz NET Portal. This will prompt you to download the software to your local machine, which you can do. It will save a zip file on your in your downloads folder. Go ahead and right click and extract all, which will give you the folder for DigiOz NET Portal. Once you have all the files, you then have to have a website on your either on your machine or on a remote host to paste all the files either directly into the website directory or use FTP to upload the files to your website. So you do that by either dragging and dropping or using an FTP software such as FileZilla. So once you get all the files into the web directory of the website, you open the web.config file and you have to make sure that the connection strings are correct. So by default, this software assumes that you're using a database called DigiOz Portal, and it also assumes that you're using integrated security. This means that in IIS, if you look at your application pool for your website, it would use the identity of the application pool that you've set, which in this case we call DigiOz NET Portal. If that is not the case, then you have to go and set permissions inside of SQL. And to do that, you would essentially connect to your database instance and under security, create a new login and give it a password, and then specify that password in the web config of your site. But for now, we're just going to use integrated security, which is really a lot safer as well. So the last step is for us to access the website. Now, when I connect to the website, it will create all the tables automatically for my website, and it will also populate all the default users and settings that go into the application. Just to show everyone, my website here has a binding of port 80. It corresponds to any URL that's resolving to my local machine right now, so I'm going to use localhost for this purpose. Yep. Not what I wanted. So right now it's accessing localhost. What the software does behind the scene, the first time you run it, it goes through and it creates all the tables in SQL Server, and it also creates a default user for us, which we will be able to use once it's done. So don't stop the software from doing what it's doing. Let it continue to run and finish. So if we were to look at the database that it is using, it essentially created all of these tables in the database and is currently working on populating these tables. And here's your website. So once it finishes running, it will give you a ready-to-go website, which you can then customize. So by default, you can log in as username admin and a password of password.